Dear fellow truth seekers, thank you and welcome for visiting my channel, MythoReligio. MythoReligio is a video channel based on a book series with the same name about religious comparison studies between the stories in Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism and Buddhism, directly from their sacred books and world mythologies, hence the name MythoReligio. The purpose is to retrace the prehistory of humanity, since I'm not fully satisfied with either the explanations from the point of view of creationist nor evolutionist. There are so many missing links in both explanations. If you feel the same, then you are on the right channel. In this channel, I will also analyze about the prehistory of humanity from the archaeological records, modern scientific point of view, and other alternative theories such as the ancient alien theories and Atlantis or Lemuria legends. After thorough research of circa 30 years, I recognize many similarities between all religious stories and even mythologies, and surprisingly, some of them are in accordance or even beyond modern science that have been proven as correct. Thus, I came to the conclusion that all religions must have come from the same source. And all these religious stories and mythologies, although heavily jumbled up, are actually telling one mega story, the true prehistory of our common ancestors. This mega story is quite different than what we have been told to believe and will truly blow your mind, as it is more fascinating than our imagination. If you have watched the earlier videos in this channel, I believe you can see some of the similarities too. If you haven't and you truly want to do a religious comparative study, I suggest that you do so. The best way to do a comprehensive religious study via this channel is by watching the videos starting from number 1 and continue until this present video and so on. That way you will see a clear pattern. In this channel, I will share almost all that I have written in my book series. However, there is one book so far that I cannot share in this channel due to its sensitive, shocking and dark nature, and also might be considered controversial to some, but I believe it sheds more light to the above conclusion. If you want to read this around 500 pages ebook with many full-color illustrations, you are more than welcome to download book number 5 entitled History of the Dark Side, that is available for free in ebook format that can be found in my website, www.mythoreligio.com. You only have to give your email address and it will be sent to you directly. And no, I won't share your email address nor send any advertisement. The link is in the description box. If you want to get the physical book, kindly go to amazon.com. Now let's continue with this week's video. Video number 74. Intro to Alternative Theories on Humanity's Prehistory. Ancient Aliens, Atlantis, and Devolution. Dear fellow truth seekers, this is a short video as an introduction to the next section of my channel. Up from video number 1 until number 28, I have shared almost all religious stories from the 5 major religions in the world, i.e. Judaism, Christianity, Islam, Hinduism, and Buddhism. These are the stories that can be found in my first book. Then, up from video number 29 until video number 52, I shared mythologies from the 6 continents in the world that have similarities with the Abrahamic stories. These are the stories that can be found in my second book. Finally, up from video number 53 until video number 73, I analyzed the modern scientific theories, i.e. the Big Bang Theory and the Evolution Theory, in order to compare them with religious stories. These are the theories that can be found in my third book. I am fully aware that my explanation in the scientific videos might be too simple for you who have better scientific understanding. Kindly remember, as I have mentioned previously, that I am not a scientist, although I fully agree with Albert Einstein, who allegedly said the following: "If you can't explain it simply, you don't understand it well enough." So in those videos, I tried with my limited knowledge to explain and share what I have read so far the best way I could. Being a layperson, I'm 100% sure that I made many mistakes in my explanation. However, from my understanding of everything that I have read and shared here so far, I can truly say with conviction that unless all the scientific quotes from all the scientists that I have quoted can be refuted, there is no way we can conclude that the theory of evolution is 100% correct. If you are convinced that science never made any mistakes, and if you believe that the theory of evolution is 100% correct, then you have all the explanation that you're looking for and need not look further any longer. Personally, I found the quotes from the evolutionist scientists that I've quoted in my scientific videos in this channel alone really shocking. There are so many missing links in the theory of evolution that in order to accept this theory, you have to have a religious-like fanaticism mentality. If you wonder why this theory is still taught in schools and universities, I suggest that you read my 5th book, MythoReligio, History of the Dark Side, that can be downloaded for free in my website. The link is in the description box. To me, it is clear that no matter how popular the theory of evolution is, it is obvious that explaining the origin of life is a big problem for scientists. It is such a problem that mainstream scientific literature even considers the possibility of life dropping in from outer space, called the theory of panspermia. Scientific American, February 1992. However, even if this theory can be proven to be correct, the same question will arise. How did life arise in the outer space then? This is not answering the question, it is just pushing the problem to another location. And unfortunately, up to now there is not enough proof to back up this theory. At the end, we would have to go to the time of the Big Bang, when the first primordial atom was split. The main question remains to be answered. What or who split the primordial atom into the amazing organized universe that we know today? The only source that gives an answer to this question is religion. But again, as we know, the explanation from religions that we have analyzed so far in this channel consists of fantastical yet illogical stories and full of missing links. The unsatisfactory explanation from religious teachings as well as scientific theories have led some people to come up with a third alternative. Let's call it the alternative theories. Alternative theories concerning the origin of humanity too varied widely. These theories have received very little or no attention in the scientific world. To simplify, I'm dividing the theory into 3 categories, although most of the time they overlap. 1. Alien ancestor or ancient astronaut theory. 2. Atlantis, Lemuria, and/or Mu origin theory. And 3. Devolution theory. Here's the basic idea of these theories. Alien ancestors or ancient astronaut theory proposes that our ancestors were visitors from another planet who mated with ape-like hominids who populated the Earth back then. This is the reason why there are many advanced civilizations around the world that seemingly to have popped up suddenly. Atlantis, Lemuria, and/or Mu origin theory proposes that the reason for the sudden appearance of advanced civilization was because a long time ago, a highly civilized island or continent called Atlantis, Lemuria, and/or Mu sank beneath the ocean. The remnants of the civilization then built other civilizations around the world. Devolution theory proposes that our ancestors were humans like us from this planet, but we actually devolved over time instead of evolving. In the next few videos in this channel, I'll be sharing my 4th book of the MythoReligio series, and we will learn about each of the above theories one by one. In this 4th book, I also share evidence that seems to prove that the age of humanity is much, much older than the age that conventional historians taught us to be. There are even several artifacts that seem to prove that we actually coexisted with dragons. Is this impossible? Well, we do have countless fossils of giant beasts with similar characteristics as dragons that are told by our ancestors in the form of folk tales, legends, and mythologies. Today, we call them dinosaurs. But what if dragons and dinosaurs are one and the same? We will analyze deeper in my next few videos, but for now, allow me to thank you for watching and hope to see you next week.